No matter how well things go for me, a lot of the times I feel terrible. I did have a goal that I was going to, go ahead and leave, walk down the highway and camp out in another place yesterday, and I just didn't feel like doing it. Anyway, I have a lot of problems in my life, but when I look around, I see that other people don't have those problems. And even though a lot of the time I just don't feel like I can win, and I mean win, like against another person, against a competitor in a competitive environment, against a competitor in a zero sum total, or just like I could do things the way they're done. Not the way that the media tells me, but the way that my observations tell me. And when I say observations, I mean the vast majority. Anyway, like I said, I just feel like, I don't know, like there's got to be some way to get into my place, to do the right thing, to strike a balance where things are the way they should be instead of the way they are. And, I don't know, like I said, I want to get a job, but I guess it was actually kind to sit down and, I don't know, I guess maybe I don't really want to do that. I really am not trying. I can't claim to be moral and make a speech about how there aren't a lot of jobs around or anything like that. So maybe, you know what, if you just were to shovel a billion in here, who gives a shit, right? Why should this be America at all? Why should America exist? But again, even that, to somebody living in a place that has like a huge Hispanic population, a huge Spanish speaking population, even that, even to me, that's all rhetorical and theoretical. Like those immigrants don't pile up right here. If a million of them come all the time, I guess, where could they go if they weren't going straight to welfare? If somebody didn't, like have everything all ready to go for them where they didn't have to really be seen looking for it or something. Anyway, I am more ragged than some people. I don't really have to be. It's just, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know why thinking about all the fun stuff I could do, it just doesn't seem like fun. Somebody's like, okay, I'm sorry, but it's like taking a drug, the newest, latest, greatest lipitor symbol and stuff, or what the fuck ever, and talking to the newest, most high-tech fortune teller that society can crank out. It just doesn't seem like a good idea. So I think go to church. I did that for a while, but I just kind of petered out. Really just couldn't keep my interest in it. And it's just that's how I feel about everything now. No amount of deporting immigrants equals me moving back to Georgia or Maine or anything like that, or east or back with the people where I was born. No amount of deporting immigrants equals back. Going to a nut hutch or a jail or any of that. But I think, that still, not having all these terrible things in my life still doesn't equal, the ambition, whatever it would take. Just, get up and do it. And have an interest. It's like I think back to my mother recently talking about, oh, I was so energetic, I wanted to get out and do it. And it's like, that's a fantasy, though. 'Cause it's like, maybe she just only turned it on when my back was turned. I never saw that. I guess even when I was very young, my father was a little bit of a role model, and always was like, hey, it's not that bad. You can do it, it's fine. Just do it. Why make a big deal? What's the drama? And then my mother was always like, uh, you know, it's important. It's like if you don't beat everybody else at everything, at school getting A's, at the workplace getting in charge, all of that, that everybody will like take your lack of ambition to be important. And that's why you really have to get up and do it. It's like neither one of them. And it's like I hear that both of those are true, really, but I don't know. It's like I don't want to feel bad, but I do. I don't want to feel like I was back, like I felt back in grade school. Like I'm sitting in front of some grown up, well, why can't you get good grades? Like, I don't know. I don't think. I sometimes think back and be like, well, Ritalin would have helped or something, but I don't think it would have. And, I don't really want to talk about what the problems really were. I don't want to rehash. I want to unhash and, repeal and replace, as it were, and be like, well, what's a stack of solutions I can put on that that'll make it seem insignificant? And, well, if I could care to do what was right, sure, knowing what is right would be the easy part. Anyway, I hated the fuck out of Al Sharpton, but I guess I'm happy that Trump is trying to make peace with him. Because that's like an example I can follow, is be like, well, hey, you shouldn't hold all the shit against people like you do. But everybody thinks, like, even in the grievance industry, they think they're trying to make the world a better place. Imagine that that's the easiest and best way to make their own living going about it, but I don't know, I just wish I could build a better mousetrap. Even the space groceries, by the way, is another thing I feel responsible to do, but can't bring myself to get after. I just don't know why things are the way they are. Right now, I know it hasn't always been that way, it won't be forever, but right now I just can't seem to get motivated to do what I know would be fun. And think about the things that I know would be better than all of the things that bother me that I'm thinking about all the time now. Criticizing myself and endless symbectic hyperbole. And so, I guess I should get a job, a lover, a beautiful woman I like, and etc. so forth. Everything good. Get a job, a house, a car, do my art, put them in frames and give them for Christmas presents, all the stuff that's good to do that I haven't tackled. Just get up and stop procrastinating, stop with the bullying. Like, I expect to be bullied by the guy up the hill. I expect to be bullied one way or the other, eventually, forever. And it's just not, you know what I'm saying? It's like I can't just be pushed along, ever, at all. And bullying doesn't work, even if I'm the one doing it. Being poor is I have to stand up to bullies and be rich. But, feeling, it's something that has to change inwardly in my feelings. It isn't going to be born again with Jesus or nothing. It's like, it's like, what is the healthy level of self-preference? It's like if you don't naturally possess a conscience for these things, it's hard to figure out, because more for me seems like the natural ethic, and it also seems like the immoral ethic, no matter what the question is. So, Anyway, I hope I improve. I hope my life improves. I hope I'm wealthy and, popular. And also, have the time I need to myself. And just have a, I hope everything comes into a balance. And a balance that's good, not bad. A balance with, things that are right. And not things that are with intention. And not things that are indiscriminate. Like that. I just don't even know what to say. I feel like I just can't win. And I want to. And it's not because like I said, it's because, a brick in the gear.